It is your choice to make. I need to tell him.
Every time I let out Lulu, I'm gonna think of Sam.
Feeling guilty is gonna get you nowhere. I don't know what to do!
I will back off the second Michael tells me.
I need to ask you a favor.
I loved Carly's dramatic moment saving Brennan, especially when she threatened to tell everyone he died in his bathrobe if he didn't wake up. Talk about the world's most hilarious wake-up call. Honestly, I could have watched that all day. And the end? Chef's kiss. He shows up at her room, kisses her, and boom. All that undeniable chemistry between them just explodes. So good. Meanwhile, Lulu and Dante, yawn. There's zero spark there. Please, writers, don't pair them up. Lulu's way better off with Cody. And Jason, he needs to back off. Why is he even involved in something that's literally none of his business? Now's the perfect time for Brook Lynn to drop the bomb on Chase about her kid, because that won't make him feel worse at all, right? Oh wait, I know why. It's so we can reveal that Gio is the kid, and Chase will feel even more excluded from the family. Get ready for that drama. Speaking of characters turning into total disasters, what happened to Lulu? She's so different now, mean and selfish. We haven't seen her with her son in weeks. All she cares about is her daughter. I swear, Dante deserves so much better than this mess, and I truly hope those two never get back together. The writers have really done a number on these characters. On a more positive note, I'm actually glad Brook Lynn's finally telling Chase about Gio. Well, maybe it's not exactly a happy moment, but you get what I mean. My heart breaks for Alexis, though. No mother should ever have to hear that her child was murdered. I just hope Jason gets to the bottom of what happened to Sam soon. As for the Jason-Carly-Sasha triangle, we saw it coming a mile away. Jack sleeps with Carly, and Jason's going to step in and claim the baby as his, all to protect Michael and Sasha. And, oh look, the pretend couple act. That'll make them respect each other so much that they'll eventually fall madly in love and get married. Meanwhile, Jason takes over Sunny's business because Sunny's heart can't handle the stress. In the end, Jason and Sasha become the new power couple. At least, that's how I see it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Jason's about to make his big announcement that Sasha's baby is his, conveniently forgetting that Michael is actually the father. But of course, secrets have a funny way of getting out, and this one will blow up sooner or later. I feel for Alexis and Dante. What they're going through is heartbreaking. And as much as I don't want to see Dante and Lulu back together, I'm just praying they don't go down that road. As for Brennan, I wouldn't trust him as far as I can throw him. Carly really needs to keep her distance. Brennan is buttering her up, pretending to be all sweet and helpful, but we all know his real goal is to take down Sunny himself. And who knows? Maybe he's in cahoots with Cyrus. Sidwell might be the one pulling the strings, giving the orders, and Cyrus is just the muscle. Oh, and Cody's about to throw out the whole Jason's the baby daddy story, and Sasha will probably have to go along with it, despite not wanting anyone involved with the baby. But then again, Cody is a Quartermain, so I wouldn't be shocked if I'm totally off base. Lulu and Cody could actually make sense if they could just give her back the personality she had when he gave her that ride, because right now, she's a shell of herself. And speaking of Lulu, Michael Corinthos is apparently slipping off the character list. And now we're just supposed to care about whatever drama's happening with Sunny and his son. Oh, and who could forget the latest on GH, with the ominous two-story fall and all that excitement. We're all just waiting for the next dramatic moment. Oh, and did I miss something about Deidre Hall? Because apparently she's involved in all this too. But let's get to the juicy part. Carly, always in the nick of time. I knew she'd come through to save Jack. The moment we've all been waiting for. Carly screaming at Jack to wake up. Wake up, or I'm going to tell the world you died in a bathrobe. Classic Carly. One little threat, and bam, she's the hero. Of course, there's chemistry between Carly and Jack that I haven't seen since. Well, probably since she and Drew were a thing, but let's not dwell on that. And as for the next big couple, Martin and Tracy, sure, why not? Look, Sasha's pregnancy is totally none of Cody's business, right? It's not like he's been making everyone's lives more complicated lately or anything. And of course, Giovanni just had to open his big mouth, because why not stir the pot a little more? But wait, finally we get some action with Jack and Carly. Finally. That moment when Jack waltzes in and lays one on Carly like it's a soap opera cliche? My thoughts were, oh mama, it's about time something actually happened between these two. As for Chase and his supposed infertility, yeah, sure, that was going to be my first guess. He was poisoned by Peter. Because of course, that tracks. But no, it's really just about him trying for Finn. Still, I'm wondering if the writers are going to throw in the poison made him sterile twist. Can't wait to see how they spin that one. Speaking of weak attacks, let's talk about Brennan. What was that? A pillow fight? And how convenient that Valentine just manages to escape, right? I'm all for the Carly and Brennan drama, but let's not kid ourselves. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes here. And Cody, oh Cody, how surprising that he didn't stick around to hear the whole story and then try to blackmail Michael. Truly a missed opportunity for him. Carly, seriously, when will you stop falling for these dangerous men? At least, Jason always catches on eventually. But at this point, you're going to need a lot more help than just him. And Sasha? Someone better be there for her, because she can't keep going down this road alone. And Tracy, someone sent her on a permanent vacation, please. A little time away wouldn't hurt anyone. So Brook Lynn and Chase can't have a kid on their own. Shocking, right? But hey, we all know something's going to happen to Sasha. Maybe the baby survives, and then Brook Lynn and Chase get the whole adoption thing going. Because that's definitely how things go in Soapland. And then, wait for it, Chase is going to ask Dante to be the sperm donor? Yeah, sure, that's the obvious next step. I mean, who wouldn't want to ask their best friend to play the biological dad? Now, Sasha's been pregnant for all of, what, a month? A whole 4 weeks, folks. And babies start kicking at about 20 weeks, unless, of course, GH has forgotten basic biology. But then again, this is the same show where Brook Lynn gave birth at 7 years old, so who needs timelines, right? Of course, Cody's going to assume that the baby's Jason's because, well, why not? It's Cody's favorite hobby, assuming things instead of, I don't know, asking a single question like a rational adult. If it weren't for Tracy, Carly, and Jax, I'd probably be fast-forwarding the entire show at this point. And who thought Carly was just going to fall into bed with Brennan? Ha, not happening. She's actually playing this one smart for once. Progress. As for Sokka and Jason, that's a hard pass. Jason's definitely not going to sleep with Michael's baby mama. Please, he's not that much of a hot mess. Jason is no Drew, guys. Let's not get it twisted. He's got loyalty, unlike someone we could mention. And Lulu? Oh, bless her heart, she still loves Dante. Personally, I hope they don't get back together, though. I never liked them as a couple. Lulu really needs to move on. Dante didn't look that thrilled when Lulu came out of the coma anyway. He's all moved on with Sam. Plus, Lulu's basically a walking reminder that Sam died to save her life. Yikes. Oh, and Brook Lynn definitely confirmed that Dante is the father of the baby she gave up. So if Lois knows, does Sunny? Because, you know, Sunny's always so chill about these things. As for Drew, he's obsessed with Willow. He's all about making her think that everyone is against her, like Carly, Sunny, Tracy, and the entire Quartermain family. You know, classic hero syndrome. Meanwhile, he's spending so much time with Willow, he's basically ignoring Scout. But hey, what do I know? Just my opinion, though. Carly to Jack, wake up right now, or I'll tell the whole world you died in your bathrobe. And honestly, they have such fiery chemistry. It's like watching Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd in Moonlighting, if they were both a little more volatile and a lot more dramatic. But hey, for those of you who can't seem to muster any compassion, let's put things into perspective. If General Hospital isn't on today, think about all the people who lost their lives in the plane and helicopter crash last night. There were 64 people on board, and 28 bodies have already been recovered. It's now a full-blown recovery mission. The sad truth is, everyone on that flight is presumed dead. So yeah, missing an episode of GH is the least of your worries. Prayers for the families, of course. Now, switching gears, oh my god, did you see Jack Brennan walk into Carly's hotel room yesterday and then just kiss her? Talk about hot. Like scorching? I'm not saying the guy's a walking fire hazard, but he's definitely got that please do it again energy. On a totally unrelated note, because this is a soap and nothing ever truly stays on track, why are we still dragging Monica into the conversation about those kids? They've got a mother, 2 grandmothers, and a grandfather. Seriously, Monica, step aside. You've got enough going on with your own family drama. And speaking of family drama, my heart goes out to everyone affected by that tragic crash. But to all you GH fans whining about interruptions, let's be real for a second. News updates will be happening today, and yes, it might mess with your precious soap time. But guess what? You'll survive. Prayers for the families, and maybe a little bit of patience too. Now, on to more important matters. How about Jason and Sasha as a couple? I mean, he's always looking out for Michael, so why not let him protect Sasha from his entire family? Cody's convinced Jason's the father now, and he's about to spill that tea to anyone who'll listen. And could Tracy and Martin Grade be Port Charles' next power couple? Olivia isn't wrong when she points out that Tracy's tough exterior hides her concern for Sasha. I mean, yes, Tracy can be a bit of a nightmare, but it's coming from a place of love, sort of. Meanwhile, Sasha's pregnant with Michael's child, and let's be honest, that's a whole other mess, but she's keeping it a secret. Why? Because she doesn't want either side of Michael's family using the news against him during the custody battle. And yeah, I get it. Sonny's vibe is not exactly the safest for a kid, especially when it comes to his grandkids. Brook Lynn and Chase have their own little mess to deal with. Chase can't have kids, which is totally throwing a wrench in their plans. And now, Brook Lynn's got to tell her mom, Lois, about it. So awkward. Oh, and did anyone catch Emma and Gio's latest drama at the Q estate? Or how about Lulu and Anna? They're finally coming to terms with Charlotte's accidental shooting. Anna had to tell Dante and Lulu the truth. Someone murdered Sam. As if this soap needed even more twists and turns. Oh, and let's not forget Carly's heroic rescue of Jack Brennan from Valentine, which obviously sparked their passion. Because why not add a little more fire to this already explosive mix? I'm calling it now. Cody's about to go on a drunken rampage and spill the beans, telling everyone that Sasha's baby actually belongs to Jason. Of course, Sasha and Jason will play along, all in the name of protecting Michael. Classic move, right? Now, if Cody is Gio's father, though it seems like the writers are really trying to throw us off, then maybe Brook Lynn did give him up so Dante wouldn't find out she slept with his buddy. Until today, I was still pretty convinced it was Dante's kid. But now that spoilers say Brook Lynn's on some secret mission and seeks out Cody on Friday, yeah, my confidence just plummeted. And of course, Carly's going to find out that Sasha's pregnant with Michael's baby, because that's just how these things go. I've been seeing all these posts about Carly being quick to open her legs, or how she needs to shut down the factory. But let's be real, where's that outrage when Nina doesn't even wait for the ink to dry on her divorce papers before jumping into bed with Drew? Carly's been single for a year, people. This whole Carly hate thing, because let's face it, that's what it is getting way out of hand, not allowed to have opinions on characters. So, are we seriously not allowed to dislike characters anymore? My thread about not liking Liz got deleted because someone decided to lecture me on being kind. Apparently, sharing that I can't stand the cutesy flirting with Lucky is offensive to Rebecca Herbst. Newsflash, I wasn't slamming the actress. I just think the whole act is annoying. But hey, I guess we're only allowed to say positive things these days, right? On the topic of characters I can't stand, Drew. He's got this sleazy, slimy vibe that makes me cringe every time he opens his mouth. Of course, being a political character, he's a perfect fit. Makes total sense. Now, on a slightly brighter note, Laura Wright. She's stunning. Seriously, these recent episodes where Carly's been sharing scenes with Jax have made me realize just how gorgeous she is. When she smiles, it's like a whole new level of glow. Honestly, I kinda hope Carly gets some decent, happy storylines soon because it'd be nice to see her get a break from all the drama. And you know what? I wish they'd let Carly wear her hair naturally curly while she's in Germany. It'd make her look like a harried mom who doesn't have time to fuss over a blowout. She's not there to look hotel chic, just let her be real. As for Carly as a character, it's a love or hate situation. Some days I'm all in and rooting for her, and other days, her self-righteous attitude makes me want to scream. But Laura Wright? She's always amazing. The woman is undeniably talented, one of the best on the show. Her chemistry with literally everyone, impeccable. She takes every scene to another level. Carly's house, or as some like to call it, the one Jax built for her, is practically its own character at this point. Let's not forget that she had Bobby living there when she and Sonny were taking a break, during their epic reconciliation drama. But has anyone bothered to mention what actually happened to that house? Honestly, I'm half expecting Drew to end up with it. Or, plot twist, maybe he'll get Valentine's house. Now that's a place I can get behind. But then again, Sonny giving Carly the house he built during their divorce always felt a little off. I mean, she already had a house. What was the point of that, Sonny? Trying to win some Good Ex-Husband of the Year award? Oh, and by the way, they did use a part of that house recently. No idea what year it was. I'm not a walking timeline, okay. But I definitely recognize the stairs. It's like the house keeps popping up, refusing to be forgotten, just like the tangled web of Carly's romantic decisions. Dylan, right, that guy. When Ned dropped his name, it was like a light bulb flickered on in my brain. Oh yeah, Dylan exists, and Tracy has another son. But seriously, what happened to him? He just kind of vanished, didn't he? The wiki for his character is practically a ghost town. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he's off somewhere being all Hollywood now, probably directing big-budget films and living his best life. Here's the scoop. Dylan bailed to chase the whole movie director dream a couple of months before Georgie's death. Then, after that fun little tragedy, he decided he couldn't handle being in Port Charles, where Georgie's memory was just everywhere, so he stayed away for a while. He'd pop back in every few years for a quick cameo, though. I think his last visit was in 2017, just to remind everyone he still exists. As for that incomplete wiki, nah, it's not so much incomplete as it is the writers being lazy. They kept Dylan's character so wide open because they were hoping Scott Clifton might just come back at some point. After Georgie died, Dylan turned into this snarky, mourning version of the Quartermain who, let's face it, isn't really all that interesting. Which, of course, brings us to why they shouldn't have killed off Georgie in the first place. But that's a whole other rant for another time. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.